Always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate it. I am what is mine. Personality is the original personal property. Personality is more important than beauty, but imagination is more important than both of them. Personality is an unbroken series of successful gestures. If you want to build your personality, don't do extraordinarily. Just act like a human being. I hold that a strongly marked personality can influence descendants for generations. Always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate it. I've always been misrepresented, you know. I could dress in a clown costume and laugh with the happy people, but they'd still say I'm a dark personality. Positive expectations are the mark of the superior personality. For the adult, all the world is a stage and the personality is the mask one wears to play the assigned role. One of the greatest regrets in life is being what others would want you to be, rather than being yourself. I use bits and pieces of others' personalities to form my own. Maybe that's what a person's personality is, the difference between the inside and the outside. Don't try to take on a new personality, it doesn't work. Personality is, in fact, only a free being emphasizing and recognizing itself as such. Every man makes his own personality. He is to that extent his own creator. The largest part of what we call personality is determined by how we've opted to defend ourselves against anxiety and sadness. The things that we love tell us what we are. Tell me what you pay attention to and I will tell you who you are. I never could bear the idea of anyone's expecting something from me. It always made me want to do just the opposite. It's beauty that captures your attention, personality that captures your heart. All too often our personality is nothing more than psychological clothing that we wear to hide our true self from the world. Let your personality be your profit and not your punishment. Personality is in the very intention of the evolution of life. And the human personality is just one mode in which this intention is realized. If you want to know my personality, look through my bedroom window and see how I act. If you want to know my personality, look through my bedroom window and see how I act. Personality is lower than partiality. Where there is personality, there is discord. Our personality should be impenetrable even to ourselves. When people label you by saying that you have attitude, just tell them that you have a personality which is unshakable and unaffected by what people say about you. Personality is a mask you believe in. Personality is the knowledge that we are apart from the rest of the universe. Attractiveness and magnetism of man's personality is the result of his inner radiance. The deeds and motive of man define his personality. Personality is regarded as a collection of relatively discrete, independent, and narrow social capacities, each relevant to performance only within a specific domain of life. Personality is the outcome of our conditionings. Your personality is what's holding you back. The note of the perfect personality is not rebellion, but peace. The note of the perfect personality is not rebellion, but peace. All too often our personality is nothing more than psychological clothing that we wear to hide our true self from the world. All of our experiences fuse into our personality. Everything that ever happened to us is an ingredient. I would hope that I have a style or personality that is evident wherever I go. All of our experiences fuse into our personality. Everything that ever happened to us is an ingredient. Maybe that's what a person's personality is, the difference between the inside and outside, but it's worse for me. Personality begins where comparison ends. Personality in man is what is not his own, what come from outside, what he has learned or reflects, all traces of exterior impressions left in the memory. The most important kind of freedom is to be what you really are. You trade in your reality for a role. The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Personality has power to uplift, power to depress, power to curse, and power to bless. It's beauty that captures your attention, personality that captures your heart. I want freedom for the full expression of my personality. Personality is the glitter that sends your little gleam across the footlights and the orchestra pit into that big black space where the audience is. The great thing about acting is that you get to be a lot of different things in one lifetime. You get to explore different personalities and characters. Always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate it. The difficulty with marriage is that we fall in love with a personality, but must live with a character. Personality is an unbroken series of successful gestures. Don't confuse my personality with my attitude. My personality is who I am, and my attitude depends on who you are. It seems that the necessary thing to do is not to fear mistakes, to plunge in, to do the best that one can, hoping to learn enough from blunders to correct them eventually. The more powerful and original a mind, the more it will incline towards the religion of solitude. Introverts live in two worlds. We visit the world of people, but solitude and the inner world will always be our home. I am worn out with civility. I have been talking incessantly all night with nothing to say. I am worn out with civility. I have been talking incessantly all night with nothing to say. People empty me. I have to get away to refill. Don't think of introversion as something that needs to be cured. You might be an introvert if you were ready to go home before you left the house. I love to be alone. I never found the companion that was so companionable as solitude. You could be lonely in a group of people. I like being alone. I like eating by myself. You could be lonely in a group of people. I like being alone. I like eating by myself. Introverts are collectors of thoughts, and solitude is where the collection is curated and rearranged to make sense of the present and future. You do not need to leave your room. Remain sitting at your table and listen. It's never a good idea to organize society in a way that depletes the energy of half the population. We discovered this with women decades ago, and now it's time to realize it with introverts. Be a loner. That gives you time to wonder, to search for the truth. Have holy curiosity. Make your life worth living. I think a lot, but I don't say much. The highest form of love is to be the protector of another person's solitude. We are, for the most part, more lonely when we go abroad among men than when we stay in our chambers. One can be instructed in society. One is inspired only in solitude. I need space from a world that is filled with millions of mouths that talk too much, but never have anything to say. Let's clear one thing up. Introverts do not hate small talk because we dislike people. We hate small talk because we hate the barrier it creates between people. An extrovert is more likely to share immediate reactions and process information through conversation. When I'm performing, I'm an extrovert. Yet inside, I'm a completely different man. Introverts keep their best stuff inside, that is, until it is ready. The last introvert in a world of extroverts, silence. My response to both emptiness and saturation, but silence frightens people. If the extrovert watches and listens a bit more, the introvert's true mood will become more evident. I attract a crowd, not because I'm an extrovert, or I'm over the top or I'm oozing with charisma. It's because I care.